Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. This is our new chapter, the Laplace transform. So we are going to discuss Laplace transform. Okay, so first of all, this is our third chapter. Okay, this is our third chapter, not fourth chapter. Okay, chapter 3. Alright, Laplace transform is very important in engineering field, especially maybe one day you will take a subject process control or signal processing. So the Laplace transform is very important on both of the subjects and other related subjects. Okay, what is Laplace transform? Laplace transform, okay, is a method, is an alternative method, or is a method to transform or convert a function, okay, onto another function where the function might be not in the same domain. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, in our topic, we define the Laplace transform is a method to transform a function from time domain, this one, ft. T is your time. The function, we name the function as f. So the function of time domain is ft. Okay, by taking the Laplace transform of your time domain, it will convert it or transform into another function, and the function is complex frequency domain. Note that after you take the Laplace transform of your ft, you will get the frequency domain. Both of the functions are equivalent. Either you have t or s. Both of the functions are equivalent, but they are on different domain, which is one at time domain, one is complex frequency domain. Okay, so by definition, what I can say is, initially you have a function in time domain, you write as ft, you take the Laplace transform of time domain, you will get an equivalent function in complex frequency domain or in S domain, and the function is capital F of S. You have small f and t, then you have capital F of S. That's it. So that is the general idea of Laplace transform. You transform from t, you get equivalent function of S. So that is the simple idea. Okay. Before we go to the definition of Laplace transform deeply, so let's take a look on what we are going to discuss, or what we will learn throughout this topic. Okay, so this is Laplace transform. Okay, this is our topic, the Laplace transform. Okay, and then in Laplace transform, we are going to discuss what is Laplace transform and what is inverse of Laplace transform. Okay, as just now we have discussed, given that ft and you take the Laplace transform of ft, you will get fs. That you are given time domain. How to get complex frequency domain? So means that you take the Laplace transform of time domain. Okay, but in another way around, maybe you are given S domain. How to get time domain? So in order to get the time domain from complex frequency domain, so you need to take the inverse of n. That process. Okay, so from. Okay, simple is just like this. ft fs. The s from ft, you need to take the Laplace transform of ft. If you are given fs, then you want to find ft. So that is the simple idea. Okay, we continue. In Laplace transform, we are going to discuss what is the definition, what are the properties of Laplace transform, and we will look on how to use the table of Laplace transform. For inverse, we will learn what are the properties and how to use the table in order to get the Laplace inverse and Laplace transform. And by using the combination of these two nodes, we are going to solve for initial value problem. What is initial value problem? You are given a differential equation, then you have target is we want to solve for IVP. Okay, if you still remember in chapter 1 and chapter 2, we have learned on how to solve for first order by using the 4 types of equation. Separable, homogeneous, linear, and exact. Okay, and for second order, we have discussed undetermined coefficient method and variation of parameters method to solve for second order. So now, in this chapter, in this new chapter, the Laplace transform is an alternative method to solve for the first order and second order together with the initial conditions. So that is IVP. Okay, so next, let us continue on discuss what is the definition of Laplace transform. Okay, just now we know that given ft, take the Laplace transform of ft, you will get the same function but in complex frequency domain fs. Alright, so what is Laplace transform by definition? By definition, Laplace transform is given by, given that ft, take the Laplace transform of by is given by integrate from 0 to infinity e negative st ft dt. So your function is defined over the interval of 0 to infinity. Okay, how to solve for this one? Let's say your initial function in time domain is, let's say your ft equals to 2. Okay, ft equals to 2. So find f using, and we know that what happened? Note, just now. We had to our class just now, and out of sudden our screen to blank or blackout. Okay, so we continue. Okay, find fs by using the definition. So in order to get fs, we need to take the Laplace transform of your ft. Okay, by using definition, Laplace is ft just now from the your ft is 2. Okay, so by definition 0 to infinity ft to take and give e so we have to substitute infinity, so you have 1 over x unit minus 0. Okay, so that is the upper limit. So we want to know the lower limit. Substitute 0 there. So you have minus exponent 0 is 1 over negative s. Okay, look here properly. 1 over negative s, exponent s infinity. Exponent s times infinity is infinity. S times infinity is infinity. Exponent infinity, infinity. Negative s times infinity is 1 over negative infinity. Agree? You got what I mean? Okay. So 1 over very large or very small number, which is infinity, 1 over infinity. So very small number, you have negative sign. So very small number. So it tends goes to 0. Negative is positive, so plus solution. Oh, actually, Laplace 2 equals to 1 over s. Don't forget our 2 outside here. So you have 2 over s. Oh, Laplace 2 equals to 2 over s. This one is time domain. And one is not. So next, let's say we already studied here. Okay. By using the definition, determine the Laplace transform of the following function. Let A be a constant. So A is a constant like 2 just now. We have discussed 2 just now. Just replace 2 with A so that it will become here A over S. Okay, A over S here because 2 is just a constant. Okay, let's take a look on Laplace T. Okay, so by using definition, take the Laplace form of your ft. From 0 to infinity. Solve for your integrand here. It requires integration by parts or tabular method, right? So use the tabular method. Oh, I don't have the map. Okay, let's take a look on this one. Okay, try to use the map. Okay, E negative STT, right? So action, I want to integrate with respect to T. Nah, so that we have this one. Okay, so the upper one is the solution. So that we have negative st minus 1 s square e negative st. Don't plus c because you have finite integral, right? So 0 to infinity. Okay, so substitute infinity, you will get what? This one infinity 0, so this one is 0. So 0 minus the lower limit, substitute 0 here, so 0, you have negative 1 over e have okay. Alright, so in short, what I can say is, Laplace t equals to 1 over s. Easy, right? So you can try to solve for t to the n and EAT. Alright, so that is Laplace transform by definition given a C function. Now, Laplace transform, what is piecewise continuous function? Still, the Laplace transform defined over the interval of 0 to infinity. But in order to get from 0 to infinity, you have piece by piece function. So this one is one piece, another piece, and the last piece. Okay, so as to calculate for the Laplace transform by using definition, it requires you do piece by piece function. Okay, so definition you have from to infinity, and so this definition. So you have here from 0 to 1. So from 0 to 1, copy your definition. Your my daughter plus from 1 to 2, the second piece from 1 to 2. Look here, it stopped at 1, it will start again at 1. Okay, so copy your definition. From 1 to 1. Okay, the last piece is or greater than 2 means that start from 2. Go, no, I don't know where. Okay, actually it is up to infinity, because by definition is from 0 to infinity. So you have e negative s alright, so that is the Laplace transform by definition. Okay, you might be tested on the piecewise continuous function, okay, in the form of a graph. Okay, for example, okay, you are given a graph like this. This is a piecewise continuous function. You are asked to find the Laplace transform of this piecewise continuous function by using definition. What you need to do is, before you calculate for Laplace of ft of each of these piecewise function, okay, first you must find what are your function. Okay, so we need to find out what is our ft, just like we are given this question just now. Okay, so what you need to do is, the first function is t from 0 to, you see here, 0 to 2, right? Tak tegak, 90, so it's supposed to be 90 degree. Okay, so this one, so you have from 0 to 2, from 0 to 2 interval t exists t, so you have this one uniformly 2, so your ft is 2 within this. You know how to write this one. Okay, the second interval is within 2 to 3, t from 2, okay, this one open interval, and this one is closed interval, start back from 2. Okay, then open interval 3. This one for the second function is not uniform graph. This one is a straight line. So if we have the straight line, so we might think right? Find the slope is, x is our t. Apa I cakap ni? T plus. Okay, so this one, if we find here, okay, I can see that this one is, and alright, take Let's put the coordinate here. Alah, this is very simple function kan. This one is 0.23, this one 3, 4. Find the slope. Put, let's say, 1.4 equals to MP plus C. Okay. Okay, first find M lah. M equals to Y2 is 4 minus 3, 2 is 3 minus 2 to have 1 over minus 2 is 1. So 1 lah. Okay, so your M here is 1. Okay, so 4 minus 3 is 1, therefore yours is 1. So Y equals mx plus c, which is ft plus mt plus c is 1 eh. You have ft equal n is 1, so t plus c, just you get 1 also, plus 1. So you just substitute here. ft equals to what? ft equals to t plus 1 within the interval of 2 to 3. So this one is, okay. The third function is, malas lah guna ruler, so we have uniformly, consistently 1. So we have 1. Or you can write as, or you can just write as from 3 to 3. So then only you use the definition from 0 to 2. Definition plus 2 to 3 to 2. So next is the table of Laplace transform in order to get the Fs. Okay. Note that this table of Laplace transform is based on the definition of this one. Definition of Laplace lah. And you are given ft. Okay. For example, just t or just a number, a constant 2. Okay. For the piecewise continuous function, piece by piece function, you will not be able to refer the result on this table. It's just valid for the single function. Let's say, I will ask you, given that ft equals to 5, 5 is a constant, okay? Find fs. So, since the question doesn't mention you to solve by using the definition, you can simply refer the table. ft equals to 5 means that constant, so constant is here. ft is 5, so you just replace by 5, so the answer is 5 over s. Understand? Find Laplace transform. Okay, given that E3T. So when you compare E3T and E, it means that your E is 3 minus 3. That's the solution. Given that the cosine 3 cos A3 is negative 3. So whenever you see A square, you have S square plus P plus by using definition and table of Laplace transform. And for the next video, I will discuss the properties of Laplace transform. Thank you, class.